We have Trump hosting rapper Kanye West, or Ye, at Mar-a-Lago down in Florida, as well as an outspoken Holocaust denier. What more do we know about this dinner?
Shots at a San Francisco synagogue. The video inside has the FBI now looking for the man with the gun.
Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler. How about that one?
I remember when there was bombing towards the end of the war, and the Germans and the Allies all wanted to bomb this one bridge near the city, and we always had to go into the bomb shelter, which was really a cellar. My name is Jeanette Ringgold. But my maiden name was Kalker. I was born in Amsterdam in 1939, so I'm 83 now.
In May of 1942, we were forced to wear a yellow star saying, in French it says Juif, which means Jew. And all the Jews, we were registered as Jews, so all the Jews had to wear a yellow star so that everybody would be able to see in the street that you are a Jew.
The war started in the Netherlands in 1940, in May of 1940. So I was very young when it happened, yeah.
And what hurts me now is I thought after the war, after the Holocaust, I thought we were done with that anti-Semitism. Sure enough, it's not.
Do you deny the Holocaust? Is that a...
Well...
Oh, okay, so when you say,
we prefer
wow...
the term revision.
Well, common misconceptions, or the more popular ones, are that we control stuff. We control financial industry, we control the entertainment industry, which is obviously nonsense.
I think some of the most common misconceptions that I've either learned about or heard myself are definitely that Jews run the world in terms of money.
The stock market is closed on Christmas Day, and actually was just closed on Good Friday. It's never closed for Yom Kippur. So the most holy Jewish holiday, the stock market's open, but for these other Christian holidays, they close. So there's no way that there's some Jewish group that controls the financial world. That's just ridiculous.
People would say, "You want to see a Jewish child?" and point at me, and you can imagine how dangerous that was. So.
How do you tell people the importance of like really being aware of what they're reading and what they're watching? I don't know.
The access to millions of people is so easy, and you can say whatever you want and nothing happens.
We are in a tunnel where we are only fed opinions and perspectives that reinforce ours because of the way social media works.
It's critical, imperative that the education about anti-Semitism, basically Jew hatred. I mean, anti-Semitism is sort of this word that gets tossed about. It's basically a hatred of Jews. That it has to be in the educational system, and it's up to principals and it's up to educators, superintendents, to reach out to Jewish organizations, and for Jewish organizations to reach out to superintendents and principals.
We have to speak up for each other. We have to stand up for our community members because we are kind of all in this together.
Be curious, ask questions. Don't just take something at face value because that's what you see and that's what you read. And if you really care and if you really want to spread that information, make sure what you're sharing is accurate.
But then again, we see what is happening in the world. And we know that how hard it must be for all people, all these refugees.
So you've got to go to non-Jews to explain that this hatred is nonsensical. There's no basis for it. And the best way to do that is through the educational system, going out everywhere, Texas, Nebraska, North Dakota. You can't just sit in the major cities where there's the Jewish Federation of LA or the Jewish Federation of Miami.
You've got always to keep the right perspective. As an architect, if you look at the building and you look at the corner of the building, you see only that window or that corner. But if you take a few steps back and you see the entire building, the same thing with attitude on people. Don't concentrate on the fact that he speaks differently or the fact that he dresses differently. This is a small detail. Take a step backwards and look at the big picture. So I think the thing that I would like to see is people keeping the right perspective on all the problems and attitudes.